Today we're going to be doing 100 kickflips in the Nike Shane O'Neal Pro shoe. Basically, this video is my excuse for buying the Nike Shanes. Let's go ahead and pull these things out of the box. Alright, so the features that I think make this shoe really cool are: number one, the profile of the shoe is super low, which I really like how that looks. The second thing that I really like is how they did the lacing system. So if you can see, the laces are wrapped under, so that way they don't rip when you're skating, which simple solution to a really common problem. So Nike's actually the first company that I'm seeing do this on a regular basis. They're doing this with their Nigas as well. Another feature to these shoes that I really love is this area around the toe. This whole area right here is just one piece of material. A lot of shoes will have stitching around this area, and what that does is when your board comes in contact, it starts to rip the stitching and breaks apart the structural integrity of the shoes. That's another part of the shoe that I personally think they got right. Now, one part of the shoe that I don't love is that it's vulcanized, and when I say that, it's really like a love-hate relationship. With Nikes, when I'm paying extra money, I want a shoe that's gonna protect my foot more than just the regular vulcanized shoes that I get from Stray. However, obviously I wouldn't be buying Strays if I didn't like the vulcanized shoe, but if I'm gonna be paying extra money, I kinda wanna be able to get something that's a little bit more durable, and usually vulcanized shoes, as far as durability, it's not really the way to go. Let's start kickflipping these things. Pew! Alright, so my first impressions walking in them, they do feel a little snug across the forefoot. After doing 100 kickflips in those Vans Skate Classics, these feel like a lot more comfy right off the bat. Alright, let's go ahead and do our first 20 kickflips. You! So first impressions of these shoes, they're pretty comfortable and pretty durable. I mean, that's all that's happened to the toe cap. No marks on the suede, just a little bit off the rubber, so I'd say they're holding up pretty good. My feet definitely do feel like a little bit sore, like these need to be broken in for sure. But if you watched my video where I did 100 kickflips in the Vans Skate Classics, my feet felt like 10 times as sore in those than they do in these. Like, these already feel like they're starting to break in and soften up, so that's one thing that I really like. The flick on these shoes feel a little bit blunt compared to my Stray Venturas. The Stray Venturas have a really snappy flick, just like Vans shoes would. And so when you switch to Nike and the toe cap is a little bit rounder, it definitely takes some time adjusting to it. But one thing that I do really like is my feet feel very safe. They have a really good board feel, just like the Vans or the Stray Venturas. However, my feet feel a lot safer and a lot more protected in these shoes, which is a huge plus. So let's go ahead and take these shoes to 40. Alright, so we took it to 40. The second set of 20 kickflips felt way better. The shoes are already feeling broken in, which is insane. You can see the wear on it. Yeah, it's definitely looking really good. I think the main thing I noticed is just the comfort was way better during the second set of 20. These shoes are already starting to feel really broken in and really natural, so some of my kickflips I was really flicking and catching how I wanted to, but I'm really already starting to feel like comfortable with these shoes to the point where I feel like I can try and flick it the way that I want, which is really impressive for, you know, just barely putting these shoes on. And like I said before, these shoes are a lot different shape than what I normally skate skate. The Venturas are very, very pointy, whereas the Nikes are a lot rounder. But still, the shoes feel very nice and form-fitting and close to my foot. So I'm already starting to feel pretty natural and just like used to the shoes. I'm already feeling like I've skated these shoes before, and I'm only 40 kickflips in. So let's go ahead and take it to 60 and see how she goes from there. Phew! So that's 60 kickflips. Let's see how she looks. You definitely cannot tell much difference between 40 and 60. Once the initial rubber starts wearing out, then the kickflips start grabbing more of the shoe and it starts wearing out over more surface. So it seems like the wear starts to slow down after 40 kickflips, and then it starts to stay kind of right about at this mark. I do feel like whatever this rubber is made out of, it's getting ripped off a lot faster than the Vans were. It's very similar to the rubber that they have on the Stray Venturas. So it's definitely like soft and grippy, which feels great, but it does seem to be coming off a lot faster than at least the Vans Skate Classics. But you never know, sometimes I've had shoes that wear down quick when I do the 100 kickflip test, but then the shoes lasted me forever after that. So it's like they almost hit a point where they stop wearing down. Probably won't know by the end of doing 100 kickflips, so leave in the comments below if you want me to do a full review of this shoe. But so far, I'm definitely really liking them. Let's go ahead and take them to 80 and see how they hold up. And like I suspected, I really can't tell a difference between 60 and 80. Still haven't touched the suede at all, and I do gotta say, during those kickflips, I noticed how grippy this tread is. Whatever this rubber is and this pattern definitely works. It feels super, super grippy. And the shoes are just feeling really, really comfortable. Probably the most comfortable shoes that I've ever skated. To me, these are like the perfect hybrid between slip-on shoes and regular shoes. They give you the feel of slip-on shoes. You get a ton of board feel, but you get a lot more protection with these than you do with regular shoes, and also you get to lace them up to the tightness that you want. That's actually one thing that's really cool about this ghillie lacing system, is you don't have to cinch it one lace at a time. If you pull on these laces, it will cinch the whole thing. I don't know how that works or who thought of that, but that's a genius idea, and it definitely makes putting these shoes on really, really easy. When you put these shoes on, they just feel super, super snug. It's crazy to me because most of the shoes that I skate have a really long break-in period of like maybe 1 or 2 sessions, whereas these, I mean, I wouldn't even count this as like a full session just doing 100 kickflips, and they already feel like better than any other shoes that I've skated. I don't know if they're gonna be the most durable shoes ever, but as far as performance, I mean, you really can't beat these. They've got everything. It makes a lot of sense why Shane O'Neil would make a shoe like this, because you can definitely feel your board really well. And for somebody like him that's doing crazy flip in, flip out stuff, I mean, it makes a ton of sense. They're feeling really, really good. All right, let's take these bad boys to 100. That is 100 kickflips. Those last 20 were killer. We finally made it. So I can finally notice some more wear. Definitely more wear than 60. From 60 to 80, there wasn't really much difference, but now I can definitely see a little bit of difference between 80 to 100. Overall though, I'd say that they're holding up pretty good. I'm definitely not like severely disappointed in any way, but I don't think these are going to be the most durable shoes. That's just my feeling. We'll see how it works out in the end, but besides the durability, I mean, these things are incredibly comfy. They feel great. I know I keep saying this, but it's like the perfect combination of everything. You've got great board feel, you've got good foot protection, and you've got good flick. It's really like the best of all worlds in one shoe. The thing that I'm most hyped on though is definitely the comfortability. These things feel completely broken in. They feel like I've been skating them for a week already. They just feel so good. They may not be like the most protected shoe or the most durable shoe, but for a vulcanized shoe, I don't think there's a better shoe out there. If you think there's a better vulcanized shoe than this, drop it in the comments below and maybe I'll get it into 100 kickflips and then I'll stand proven wrong. But for now, I think these are the best vulcanized shoe out there and definitely the best vulcanized shoe that I've ever skated. These things feel like a dream on your feet. Anyways, that's pretty much it. We did 100 kickflips in it. It was really, really hard. My knee's feeling great this time. If you saw my video where I did 100 kickflips in the Van shoes, I was having really, really bad knee problems with my poppy knee, but a lot of you guys sent me good energy and dropped a bunch of comments being like, get better and I feel you, and anyways, you guys are super nice, and so I just wanted to give you a little update. The knee is feeling 100% better. I do this like knee rehab strengthening program by this guy called Knees Over Toes. So if you're one of those people out there that's having knee problems when you skate, definitely check out Knee Over Toes guy. But anyways guys, thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. If you want to see more videos like this, let me know what shoes you want me to test out. But I hope you guys are getting out there and skating a lot and making every day a Friday. Peace guys.